martial law that's coming in America. What is martial law? That's when the political apparatus is suspended in military rule. Without due process or the courts. Dictates the law. That's what we're working towards. And that's why President Obama was elected 44th. They put a Negro in there to put Negroes to sleep. And that's exactly what y'all have done under that Negro. You have fell asleep. Are you aware that Obama is the first president out of 44 that black people have not asked to do anything for them? Even George Bush had to hear you. His father had to hear you. Clinton had to hear you. Carter had to hear you. Ford had to, Washington and Lincoln and Jefferson had to hear you. But Obama is the first president who black people gave a pass to. It's okay for him to take care of homosexuals and ignore black people. It's okay for him to take care of Latinos and ignore black people. It's okay for him to take care of Mexicans and white women and ignore black people. And that's exactly what he's done. That's exactly what he's done. And it's a shame because our babies are going to suffer from the fact that your political retardation has created a situation where every president after Obama will no longer have to be accountable to black people. Because if Obama could get away with not helping you, I damn sure can get away with not helping you. So I don't know who the next president going to be. It might be Billary. It might not be Billary. But I do know this. Whoever gets in there next, you better get ready to boogie. Because Obama started the process, but he won't be around to finish it. You got to understand this. Right before Obama took office, they found that 70% of the untapped gas and oil in the world was in the Gulf of Guinea in Africa. They knew they wouldn't be able to get Africans to give up that gas and oil with a white face. We got to put a black person in there to make Africans trust us again. And that's exactly what they did. Obama has recolonized Africa under the military AFRICOM program. I was in Liberia in January, West Africa. And it was United Nations trucks all through Liberia. But the Liberian Civil War been over for almost a decade. So why the UN still in Africa? And guess what your Liberian brothers and sisters told me? They said, Dr. Umar, guess who's bringing the drugs into Liberia? The UN soldiers. Guess who's running the prostitution ring in Liberia? The UN soldiers. Guess who's spreading HIV AIDS in Liberia? The UN soldiers. This is a chess match and we losing it. We letting them outthink us. Keep your emotions out the equation.
Thank you.
See, Obama to you signaled the possibility that white people were starting to accept black people. And so you ran with it because deep down inside of you, you still have a desire to be accepted. Isn't it amazing how they take negative stereotypes from slavery, dress them back up, and put them out? Tyler Perry! Don't get me wrong. I respect and love my brother for the fact that he went from homelessness to being a billionaire. That's commendable. But what's not commendable is how you did it. Taking negative caricatures of black women. Medea, a black man dressing up like a white woman. Or excuse me, a black man dressing up like a ghettoized black woman. But not only that, when you look at Tyler Perry's movies, I don't care which one you look at, all the black women got problems. Have you noticed that? I don't care if it's Why Did I Get Married? I don't care if it's Medea. What's the other one? The one that he did off the play, the Sisters play. Medea Goes to Jail. Temptations. Every movie he puts out has the black woman looking as less than. If you letting your sons watch that, what conclusion is he drawing about sisters? And do you know why Tyler Perry makes the women look so negative? Because he was sexually molested by women as a child. He admitted this in the interviews. Same reason why Oprah Winfrey helped produce The Color Purple. Because she was a victim of sexual abuse. So you got mentally unhealthy black people producing movies for other black people to turn you mentally unhealthy. See, one thing you got to understand about black people and money in America, you ain't allowed to get none unless they know what the hell you're going to do with it first. That's why you don't see an overabundance of rich, conscious people. You see over a bunch of rich conscious fools.
Tell the truth.
So we talked about the higher education bourgeois, but we didn't talk about the status bourgeois. These are blacks got titles. Because you know black people love a damn title. You ain't even got to pay us if you give us a nice enough title. They say, well, you could get paid $100,000 an hour, or you could be the deputy prime minister of the playgrounds. And you will take deputy prime minister of the playgrounds. So what they do is they get black people real nice titles. I'm the chief of police. I'm a school board member. I'm the assistant this, assistant that, senior vice president for this and that. And they use these people with titles to make you think they have authority.
Come on. Wow.
And then they block you by the Negroes with titles, and you fight your whole life trying to get them to do something for you, only to find out they had no power to do anything if they wanted to. Right. So you got higher education bourgeois, status bourgeois, and then you got financial bourgeois. These are blacks with some money. I got some money. Y'all got some black people who are in a position, if they so desire, they can make a dent in our condition here. But they don't do it. But whenever the Urban League or the Boys and Girls Club need a check, they'll be the first ones to write it. Right. But when you're struggling with your after-school program, they don't know your name. When you're struggling to get your child through college, they don't know your name. That's why they have the money to spend it on something else. And who's the next family? The media bourgeois. These are blacks with radio shows, TV shows. They write for the local newspaper and the local magazine, and they spend their whole damn column talking about Kanye West's baby, Northwest North or some shit. They spend their whole show. They spend the whole show, the radio show, talking about the Seattle Seahawks, who they traded and who they acquired, the Sonics. Foolishness. Their job is to entertain you long enough for you to be exterminated. Have you ever wondered why you've never seen a movie on the Marcus Garvey movement? Have you ever wondered why you've never seen a movie on the Haitian Revolution? Why haven't you seen those movies come out of Hollywood? We've seen Medea, and we've seen Bad Boys, and we've seen Barbershop. But why don't we see anything that truly dramatizes a true epic in our history? I'll tell you why. Because the FBI and the CIA employs a large group of psychologists and psychiatrists. And their jobs are literally to come up with new ways to keep you asleep. And they know that if you want to wake up people up, you use music and you use movies. Right. Music is revolutionary. You don't believe me? The CIA gave Bob Marley cancer in his big toe because of his music. Right, movies are revolutionary. If you want to wake up people up, give them good drama that shows them what they should be doing. You want to put them to sleep, give them good drama that show them what they should not be doing. There's a committee in Congress that must approve every movie that goes through Hollywood. There's a committee in Congress that must approve every movie that goes through Hollywood. They have an oversight committee. That's why you don't see good movies that teach you about your situation coming out of Hollywood. Because they know that if you show black people a real good story, you show them blacks who overcame white supremacy in Haiti, blacks who overcame white supremacy in Marcus Garvey, you might wake up 40 million. So we ain't going to give them that stuff. Spike Lee ain't going to never make one of them. John Singleton ain't going to never make one of them. Tyler Perry ain't going to never make one of them. Because that will earn them the ridicule of white people. See, here's the rule about being a rich black in America. Do whatever the hell you want to do, as long as you don't do it in the interests of blacks. All right. That's why Oprah Winfrey went all the way to South Africa to open a damn school. She up there in Chicago. One of the worst school districts in the world. But you flew halfway across the earth to build a school somewhere else. Do you want to know why? If she would have opened a school for blacks in Chicago, white folks would have started realizing she recognized she ain't white. Right. Why do you think Will Smith ain't built a school for black kids in Philly yet? Why do you think Jay-Z ain't built a school for black boys in Brooklyn? Lord, no, they need it. Right. Because them Negroes know how this game go. You want to stay rich and privileged? You better not get caught helping your people. But some of us are raising our sons to be the next NBA player. Some of us are raising our sons to be the next NFL player and rap superstar. If it was up to me, there would be no more NFL and NBA because the only people benefiting from the NFL and the NBA are white women.
Okay, all right.
Shut the whole damn league down. Just shut it down. Black man get drafted, white woman get married. John Legend's wife, who's not black. And they asked her, did you kiss John Legend on the first date? She said, did I kiss him? I kissed him everywhere on our first date. She said this on national TV. Do you know what she was telling people?
Yes.
Us white women and Kabbalah Asian women are able to get these black men because we do things early. And we do them often. Just enough for him to lose his damn mind and marry us without a prenup. See, what black men gotta understand is that the only white women you allow to have anyway are the ones that other white men don't want. You don't get the cream of the crop. You don't get them Anglo-Saxon women. You get poor white trash who couldn't pull nothing better. You are always the second choice. You're never the first. You don't marry people with the last name of Rockefeller and Bilderberger. You get Sally Rose. Judy Matthews and shit. That's who you get to marry. Talking about black women too greedy for my money. Did you see what Tiger Woods' wife got in that damn settlement? Now here's a Negro who said, I'm not black or white. He made up a race. I am Cablinasian. What the hell is that? He said on an interview, I am Caucasian, black, Indian, and he said it. I am Cablinasian. Till he cheated on that white woman. He was all nigga the next day. This white woman who was a nanny, she was a nanny. She was a babysitter. She went from babysitter to multi-millionaire because he cheated. Do you really think she loved Tiger Woods? And that's another thing about these black men. They don't even get the cute white women. They be nasty looking chicks. Like you worth 50 million and you found her. Nasty looking chicks. You don't feel sorry for a brother who goes outside the race. Because sooner or later he gonna get that itch for some African cooking and some African cookies. And black woman, you got to be disciplined enough to say you gets no more of this. Because he's gonna sit there, don't go tell your mom, I want a plate of that Thanksgiving food. Because you know they can't cook. Go tell your mom I need a plate of that Thanksgiving food. You don't give that man no plate of that food.
That's right.
He left you for a white woman and you gonna still feed his ass? Oh, remember old time's sake, baby. Let's just get it in one more time. You don't give him no more no black womb after he done went to the devil. You don't do that. You don't get no more of that. You lost that.
Thank you.
They married a white woman but want to use you for a sex slave and a damn chef. It don't make no sense. But I will tell you this, because I know some people who know some people, and I do know that the agents of professional athletes literally try to make them marry people so they can look more acceptable. You feel me? You walk through there with a system of locks all the way down the back with an RBG wristband on, your contract might get terminated tomorrow. Like, damn, he black power. So black people, we got to get serious and we got to get organized.